The Officer Corps of the U.S. Army is a distinguished assembly of leaders, experts, and strategists who guide and shape the direction of the nation's defense. From the infantry's tactical brilliance and the Quartermaster Corps' logistical expertise to the strategic vision of the Military Intelligence Corps, the officer branches of the U.S. Army encompass a remarkable array of specialized skills and responsibilities. In this video, we'll explore the different officer branches in the United States Army. The officer branches of the U.S. Army can be categorized into four groups: Combat Arms Branches, Combat Support Branches, Combat Service Support Branches, and Special Branches. We'll start with the Combat Arms Branches. First up is the Infantry Branch. The U.S. Army Infantry Officer Branch specializes in leading and directing soldiers in ground combat operations. Infantry officers are highly trained leaders, responsible for planning, coordinating, and executing offensive and defensive missions. They possess infantry tactics, small unit operations, and weapon systems expertise. Their role also includes training and preparing soldiers, ensuring force protection, and working in combined arms operations. Air Defense Artillery. This branch specializes in defending against aerial threats. Air defense artillery officers operate and manage air defense systems, analyze air threats, and plan air defense operations. They are also responsible for training and readiness, working in joint operations, and prioritizing force protection. Armor Corps. The Armor Corps Officer Branch specializes in leading and operating armored units, including tanks and other armored vehicles. Armor officers are trained in armored warfare tactics and techniques, and they command and coordinate ground combat operations. They are also skilled in crew and vehicle operations, offensive and defensive operations, and maintaining armored assets. Aviation. This officer branch specializes in leading and operating Army aviation assets, including helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft. Aviation officers are trained pilots responsible for planning and executing aviation operations, including combat support, reconnaissance, and troop transport. They also coordinate with ground units, maintain aircraft readiness, and ensure the training and proficiency of aviation personnel. Aviation officers also play a vital role in airspace management and often work in joint operations. Corps of Engineers. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers specializes in providing engineering expertise, construction management, and infrastructure support. Corps of Engineers officers oversee engineering operations, manage construction projects, develop and maintain military infrastructure, address environmental concerns, and utilize geospatial information. They also play a vital role in emergency response, water resources management, and project planning and budgeting. Field Artillery. This officer branch specializes in planning, coordinating, and executing artillery operations to provide fire support to ground forces. Field artillery officers are responsible for fire support planning, utilizing various artillery systems, target acquisition, fire control, and tactical maneuvering. They also play a crucial role in integrating fire support into larger operational plans and contributing to combined arms operations. Special Forces. Special Forces is a non-accession branch, meaning that officers are only eligible after promotion to captain. Special Forces officers are responsible for training and leading Special Forces teams. They are highly trained in unconventional tactics, including guerrilla warfare, foreign internal defense, direct action, and special reconnaissance. They also possess language skills, cultural understanding, and the ability to build relationships with partner forces. Next up are the Combat Support Branches. Military Police Corps. This branch specializes in law enforcement, security, and policing operations within the Army. Officers in this branch undergo specialized training and possess the skills and leadership qualities necessary to fulfill their responsibilities within the military police field. Military police officers enforce military laws and regulations, maintain discipline, and ensure the safety and security of military personnel and installations. Military Intelligence Corps. The U.S. Army Military Intelligence Corps specializes in gathering, analyzing, and providing intelligence support to military operations. Officers in this branch undergo specialized training and possess the skills and leadership qualities necessary to fulfill their intelligence responsibilities within the military. They also collaborate with other intelligence agencies and units and ensure the training and education of military intelligence personnel. Signal Corps. This branch provides communication and information system support to military operations. Signal Corps officers are responsible for establishing and maintaining communication networks, managing information systems, and supporting command and control functions. They also ensure effective communication between units, the security and availability of communication networks, and support information flow for decision-making. Chemical Corps. The U.S. Army Chemical Corps branch specializes in chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear defense and protection. Chemical Corps officers are experts in defense operations, including detecting and mitigating hazards, managing hazardous materials, conducting reconnaissance, and providing training and education. They also work closely with interagency partners and undergo specialized training to fulfill their responsibilities in safeguarding military personnel and assets from threats. Cyber Corps. This branch focuses on cyberspace operations and cybersecurity. It is considered as a maneuver branch by the U.S. Army, with the mission to conduct defensive and offensive cyberspace operations. Officers in this branch undergo training to develop skills in cyber warfare and information security. They have different specialties, including cyber operations, cybersecurity, information warfare, and electronic warfare. Next up are the combat service support branches. Transportation Corps. This branch specializes in the movement of personnel, equipment, and supplies in military operations. Transportation Corps officers plan and coordinate transportation operations, including logistics and movement planning, deployment and distribution, port and terminal operations, as well as convoy operations. They also manage transportation assets, ensure compliance with safety and security regulations, and maintain efficient movement of cargo. Quartermaster Corps. The U.S. Army Quartermaster Corps provides sustainment and logistical support to military operations. Quartermaster Corps officers ensure the availability and distribution of supplies, manage facilities and infrastructure, and provide support services to military personnel. They undergo specialized training and possess the skills and leadership qualities necessary to fulfill their responsibilities in sustaining military operations. Ordnance Corps. The U.S. Army Ordnance Corps specializes in the management, maintenance, and sustainment of military weapons, ammunition, and explosive ordnance. Officers in this branch ensure that weapons systems, vehicles, and equipment are ready and available, and in perfect condition at all times. They also manage the development, testing, fielding, handling, storage, and disposal of munitions. Finance Corps. This branch specializes in financial management and support services for military operations. Finance Corps officers ensure accurate and timely payment of salaries, manage budgets, track financial transactions, provide financial management support, as well as handle contract and vendor payments. They also oversee travel and expense management, offer financial education and counseling, and operate financial management systems. Adjutant General's Corps. The U.S. Army Adjutant General's Corps specializes in managing human resources and providing administrative support for military personnel. Officers in this branch have the responsibility of offering personnel support that contributes to the overall well-being of soldiers. In many instances, the tasks performed by Adjutant General Corps officers closely resemble the role of a senior executive in human resources within the civilian sector. Next up are the special branches. Medical Corps. The U.S. Army Medical Corps specializes in providing medical care, healthcare administration, and medical support in military operations. Officers in this branch diagnose and treat illnesses and injuries, manage healthcare facilities, oversee medical resources, and coordinate medical services. Medical Corps physicians practice operational medicine, clinical medicine, and research medicine. Medical Service Corps. This branch specializes in healthcare administration and management, and support services in the Army's healthcare system. Medical Service Corps officers have disciplines including behavioral sciences, health services, laboratory sciences, optometry, as well as pharmacy, podiatry, and preventative medicine. Medical Specialist Corps. The U.S. Army Medical Specialist Corps consists of highly skilled professionals specializing in various healthcare fields. Officers in this branch provide specialized healthcare services and support within the military. The Medical Specialist Corps includes physical therapists, occupational therapists, clinical dietitians, and physician assistants. Nurse Corps. This branch specializes in providing nursing care and healthcare support within the military. Army Nurse Corps officers are specialists in critical care, mental health, perioperative, emergency trauma, as well as gynecology and obstetrics. These officers deliver direct patient care, including assessments, treatments, and patient education in various healthcare settings. Dental Corps. The U.S. Army Dental Corps specializes in delivering dental care, preventive dentistry, and oral health support to military personnel. Dental Corps officers are responsible for diagnosing and treating oral diseases and conditions, conducting dental exams and cleanings, and performing various dental procedures. Specialties in this branch includes comprehensive dentistry, oral surgery, maxillofacial surgery, orthodontistry, as well as prosthodontistry, general dentistry, oral pathology, and public health. Veterinary Corps. This branch specializes in veterinary medicine and animal health support within the military. Veterinary Corps officers diagnose and treat illnesses and injuries in animals, conduct food safety inspections, and monitor and control zoonotic diseases. Specialties in this branch includes veterinary preventative medicine, laboratory animal medicine, veterinary pathology, as well as veterinary comparative medicine and veterinary clinical medicine. Judge Advocate General's Corps. The U.S. Army Judge Advocate General's Corps provides legal services and support within the military. Officers in this branch offer legal advice, uphold military law, and ensure legal compliance. They provide guidance to commanders and military personnel on a wide range of legal matters, including military justice, operational law, administrative law, and legal assistance. Chaplain Corps. The Chaplain Corps offers extensive religious assistance to soldiers and their families during both wartime and peacetime. Chaplains aid commanders in enabling the freedom to practice religion for all individuals. They are commissioned officers who are recognized as clergy and endorsed by an established denomination or religious group for their role in military ministry. The final branch that we will look at is the Civil Affairs branch. Civil affairs officers serve as intermediaries between the Army and civilian authorities and populations. Their responsibilities encompass executing civil affairs operations in strategic and tactical capacities during peacetime or when deployed for crises or conflicts. They also ensure the effective deployment of civil affairs soldiers across various levels of command in both U.S. and multinational operations. That's all for the officer branches of the U.S. Army. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos.